it's your turn to
Oh, is it for me?
consider yourself fired.
Why are you winking at me?
Consider yourself fired.
Hello, and welcome to the JT and Drew Show. I'm JT,
And I'm Drew.
and we're two nobodies talking about nothing.
Consider yourself fired.
Welcome back, bud. I know we always say that every time.
Thank you.
It just feels like forever that I've talked to you.
I know it. It's one of those things where, I see you every day, but I don't really see you every day.
Yeah, well, I got busy things happening. It's the,
Yeah, I'm used to it.
oh, you know what?
What?
Happy Thanksgiving month.
Ooh, yes, good call. I almost forgot.
I know.
Yeah, shoot, man. Time really flies by. Can you believe we're almost in 2022?
No, because to be honest with you, it feels like it's been 10 years and I've aged about in my 80s now.
You still partying like it's 1999?
Trying to Y2K it up every now and again. Minus
Artist formerly known as Prince, R.I.P.
minus the absolute smash face drinking that happened. So
Oh, in your 20s.
in my early days, so can't do that now. Not about that life.
We could barely stand up now without having any issues.
Man, I can barely stand up without a walker. What are you talking about? I got up from bed. Gotta get to the bathroom.
I know it.
Oh man, yeah, man. So,
But speaking of Thanksgiving month, are there any traditions that you guys have, or maybe not even that you grew up with necessarily, but like that you and the kids and the missus have kind of started implementing or whatnot? Or
nope. Next subject. No, I'm just playing.
all right, moving on.
Yeah. I think the only thing that we did around this time of year is just kind of growing up. Kind of just got back with family that we hadn't talked to for the whole year.
Oh yeah,
It's just kind of like, it's not a family reunion, but it's just kind of like a get together with, oh, hey, how's your year been? Yeah, we'll see you next year. Thanks for the food. It's,
right.
and it just depends on what side you went to. Like if you went to my dad's side, everybody was there and having a good time or whatnot. If you went to my mom's side, somebody's going to get shot. And, I just rednecks and proper people. And it's just, that's what I grew up with.
Hey, one year.
Yeah.
So one year we're at my mom's house and she's got all her, she's one of 5 siblings.
Dang, man.
So she's got everybody over and the cousins and all this stuff. And my uncle brought over his wine and beer that he had made. And he was the first one. He just passed out on my mom's couch. So this is a testament to, do we ever really grow up? And so he's passed out on the couch. They think it's a hilarious photo opportunity. So they take one of their bras and lay it across his chest. They put sunglasses on him. Pour popcorn all over him.
Oh, yes.
And put an empty bottle next to him.
Okay.
And then just proceeded to take a whole bunch of pictures. He didn't wake up.
That's amazing. At least,
it was, well, I mean, he woke up later, but he's still with us. But what I mean.
Is there pictures?
There are. I don't have them. She does, but yeah.
But that's good though. I mean, you guys can reflect on that every year. Hey, remember what we did to Uncle Jose? Or I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's racist.
I'm sorry. But
I'm used to it.
So like if we went to my mom's house, they always had the football game on, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if your folks did this, but everybody, including my mom, you would sit there, and if somebody changed the channel, it didn't matter if they're in a dead sleep or not. It was, I was watching that. And it was like, you were passed out. Like,
Yep.
you were trying to tear paint off the walls. So you can't sit there and tell me that, Cowboys are up 3 points. Yeah, I've been watching it this whole time. And no, they're down. They've been down for a while.
Yeah.
But no, that was the thing. Like on my mom's side, that was the thing. Football games. On my dad's side, the cousins and everybody would go outside and throw the football and, attempt to be tough until somebody really got tackled. But
yeah.
But no, it's kind of.
I'm scared, Daddy.
He's coming at me fast. I got hit by a train. Like that. Just things like that happen. And then as we got older, it just kind of faded out. Everybody kind of did their own thing, but it was really important to my dad that no matter where you were in the world, it doesn't matter. Even if you just do a video chat, you got to be with family. It's kind of not really a tradition, but it was really important to him. I guess he was alone for a lot of holidays when he was younger, and him and I had this discussion years ago, and he was like, when I have a family, no one's going to be alone because it stinks bad. So that was just kind of that's what we now, as far as like board games and White Elephant or something. We dabbled in it, but it wasn't. That really wasn't a thing. Yeah. So, but what about you, man? What holiday traditions around this year, and including Hanukkah, because you celebrate Hanukkah, right?
Yeah, that's a big negative, Teddy Bear.
I'm getting you mixed up with Julio. Gotcha. Kwanzaa?
That's the isn't that the producer?
Oh.
No, actually, it's funny you say that, because on the whole ancestry deal, there is Jewish in there somewhere.
Yeah, on my side as well, on my mom's side.
I forgot. And on my mom's side also, there's German. So that explains a lot why I have inner struggles, I guess.
Look, listen, just continue taking the happy pills. You'll be okay. I'm here if you need anything except for emotional support. I can't do it, that one.
Sound like my doctor. But so as far as growing up, man, one of the traditions that we had, well, I say we, I never really took part in it, but one of the traditions we had was my grandma on both sides of the family, on my mom's side and dad's side, after Thanksgiving meal, usually would start making tamales. And it's a long process. So, my aunts and uncles and stuff would get involved and help out. I would help out with the eating process.
Yes, sir.
A few of them still haven't exited yet, if you can tell. I still have some baby weight to get rid of.
Hey, I understand. I found my second gin this weekend.
Yeah. But yeah, so we did that, and at my dad's side, we would usually watch the football game, go over to my grandma's house, eat, watch the game, listen to my uncle and my grandpa yell at the TV.
Yeah.
And we would, if you weren't at the table eating, you were in the living room and you had your, what is that called? Like your TV tray or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember those. Golly, man, that's taking it back.
Yeah.
That was great. Were they wooden or were they the aluminum ones?
These were, I think they were the aluminum ones, but the top side of them looked like wood.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yep. And then on my mom's side, we would usually, eat, hang out, play with the cousins and stuff. Like you said, throw the ball. And then we would draw names, and all the cousins would, whoever they drew, that's who they were going to get a present for that year.
Oh.
That way we didn't have to play the game of, I got to get something for everyone and that kind of thing.
It was just one person.
And then, right.
That's cheaper.
Heck yeah. Especially when you got,
No
well,
gerb.
I'm Hispanic, so I got a lot of cousins.
Oh,
But
yeah, that's true.
and the parents would do white elephant and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, man, that was it really. Today, obviously, people have passed on, and like you had mentioned, kind of grown up, and the kids, we've grown up and gone our separate ways, and we're kind of sprinkled throughout the country and whatnot. And I think this year some of my family's getting together, but I'm gonna be having some family come out here where I am, and we're just gonna do our own thing. And you guys are more than welcome to join as well. And
Oh, well, appreciate that, man. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thanks. Thanks for telling me on the air. We probably won't be there, so we'll do it like my family tradition, just not show up. We appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, you have a key, so I figured if you were going to show up, you'd let yourself in anyway.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But what about you? Did you?
Now, hang on. Wait. Before we exit this,
okay.
because you had cousins and everybody, you know, your family, my family,
Yeah.
we threw the ball. You're from the inner city. Did you ever play football in the street?
Oh yeah.
Did you ever play car?
Yep.
Game off, car.
Yep. Came on.
Game on.
Came off.
All right. That took me down memory
Yep.
lane when you were talking. I
Oh
was
yeah.
like, hey, you know, he's from the inner city, so I wonder if he played car.
Well, and we used to have power lines, in the street.
Those were your field goals?
Yep. And you'd see sometimes. Okay, I bet. All right, let's have a competition. Who can throw it over this line? Okay, well, I bet I can get through both lines or over the other one.
Yeah.
Who can hit the line? And yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So we played more or less the same. We didn't have power lines. Power lines were on the main road for us. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So we had to, if we were going to kick a field goal, it was in between the trees and the light pole, and he had to get it right in the middle because the trees kind of grew over a little bit. So you got to get it right in the middle. It was fun.
Yeah, get rejected.
It can definitely either that or get stuck in the tree,
Oh, yeah.
and then-
yeah, I've done that a few
And
times.
then, because this was, back in the 90s, you had to knock on the door. Can we climb your tree to get our ball? Get off my lawn! Like,
Yeah. Well, no, so that was me and my brother.
oh,
Except I would be the kid asking,
and he would,
knocking on the door and asking. And then if they said yes, I was out of luck anyway because I was, fat. So I wouldn't climb no tree. And then you got my brother who's already halfway up the
I was
tree
just about to say.
while I'm
Yep.
asking. And then he falls out of the tree and breaks an arm and is, crap, now that's my fault. It's just
Yeah, he was.
different times for
It
sure.
definitely
Different
was.
times.
That was my brother and me. Like, my brother would go ask, and I'd already be halfway up trying to get the ball. And you talk about falling out. I fell out of plenty of trees. I mean, it explains a lot. I get that, but I always fell on my back. Like I never felt down. It was just like, oh no, I'm falling. Turn, and like a turtle, I would knock the wind out of myself, and I couldn't get up. You okay? I'm good.
Yeah.
But
Good Lord.
yeah, you just the things you did back then, and nowadays it doesn't seem that you can do that.
I heard Grandma says everything.
Yeah, have we heard from Grandma in a while?
Yeah. Do you think maybe we should give her a call and wish her a happy holiday season?
Oh, do you think this is the right time to do that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. We haven't, heard from her in a while, and it's that time of year, when folks are really reaching out to family and stuff, and I don't know. I think it might be a good idea.
I think it'd be a good idea. I don't know, man. Maybe you remember the last time we called Grandma?
I was trying to forget the last time we called her.
Hey, man, this is on you. All right, if you want to call Grandma, you call Grandma.
All right, then, let's call her.
Hello? Is this spam? Can I get
some eggs with that spam?
No, Grandma, it's JT and Drew.
Hi, Grandma. It's
just-
JT and Drew.
Yeah, you're on the show with us.
JT and Jews? I don't need my taxes done.
No, Grandma. It's JT and Drew.
JT and who?
Yeah, you know, JT and Drew from the JT and Drew show, Grandma. Come on. You remember us.
So? Well, what channel is it on? I'm watching
No.
the program right now.
No, Grandma. There's no channel. This is the podcast that we do. We thought we'd give you a call. We're talking about the holiday season and Thanksgiving and stuff, and we just wanted to check up on you.
No, my boys don't need a reason to call me. Who's this? Who's this? New number.
Grandma, it's still us. We just wanted to wish you a happy holiday season.
Why you got a holiday reason?
No, that... Okay, well, we'd better let you go, Grandma. It sounds like you're pretty busy. But we hope you have a good rest of your...
You want to talk to Grandpa? Hold on, let me get Grandpa on the phone. Arthur, come here. The boys want to talk to you, Arthur.
Grandma, just pick the phone up.
Dude, I
Grandma.
told you this was gonna happen. Come on, man.
Yeah, you're right. You were right.
Hold on, let me put the phone
No,
down. Let me find Grandpa. Hold on, just a
Grandma,
second.
he's been dead for like 6 years now, man.
Arthur. More like arthritis.
I know, right? I don't know, I kind of feel bad telling her that, though, if she's looking for him.
You know, God love her, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, yeah, maybe we ought to just hang up.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
Grandma.
Hi. Hey, I can't find Grandpa. He must be out in the pasture.
Yeah, he might be out there. I think we're going to go ahead and let you go. You sound really busy right now, so we're just going to go ahead and hang up now, okay?
Oh, okay. Well, you come see Grandma. I got some stuff ready for you. With the breakfast.
Yeah, we will. Oh, we will. We look forward to it.
Okay. All right. Well, I love you.
All right, Grandma, we love you.
All right, love you, Grandma.
Okay. All right. And then bye. Oh, jeez. I hope that didn't go out. Oh, no. I didn't hang the phone up. Grandma says everything.
Yeah. Circling back to Thanksgiving, is there anything that you and the kids do now?
You know, so I cook Thanksgiving.
Okay.
When I was married to my ex, we would attempt to do it together, and then we would just argue, and one of us would wind up upstairs. 99% of the time, it was her upstairs and me trying to finish dinner, and then everybody would start crying, and I'd be like, "Just shut up and eat, just take it," like that, and that tradition has kept going. Minus somebody going upstairs, but we all sit down at the table, and I'm like, "You're gonna eat that, man," you know. So I'm thinking this year we might not do that tradition. I think we're gonna be like,
Okay.
you know, hey, just grab what you want. And I'm gonna try and be a lot more calmer. I don't know. So, well, I'm hoping I don't yell.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I don't
Yeah, right there with you. I'm rooting for you.
What about y'all?
I guess it's pretty traditional on the missus side. It's everybody goes over to her grandparents. People will bring a dish, you know, and get together and visit and eat and just kind of veg. For me, in particular, I don't know, man. I'm kind of all over the place, and you understand being in the military. Not to say that it's like, oh, this has ruined holidays for me or anything like that, but it's just I was one of the maybe less than fortunate ones that happened to pick up deployments and assignments and all this stuff like on all the holidays.
Oh yeah,
Holidays, birthdays, anniversaries, all of
yeah.
that. So for me, a lot of that is just kind of, hey, it's just another day of the week.
Yeah,
And I try to not be like that so that I can, just because it's not a big deal to me doesn't mean it's not to the wife or to friends or whatever.
But it's hard. It's hard to show that.
Yeah, it really is. So I'm trying to do a better job of recognizing that and catching myself before I get to that point. Because obviously I want those around me to enjoy it if that's what they want and whatnot. But this year, like I said earlier, I've invited folks out to our place. I'm not sure yet if we're going to be cooking everything, if we're going to order in. We might do Chinese, or I don't know. There's no particular we have to have a ham and a turkey and a stuffing and
Yeah.
Food's food.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, and the best part about it, and I know we talked about this a couple of podcasts ago, but we would do, at least in the military, especially if you were deployed or TDY, and even at home station, potlucks. And it was real nice to enjoy everyone's food, everyone's company again. I don't know about you, but for me, I'd bring plates or drinks because I didn't have like a cool culture tradition thing that I felt that people wanted to share, except
Dude, you should have brought mac and cheese.
Other people brought mac and cheese, so I wasn't gonna be the fourth person to bring mac and cheese.
I usually brought my appetite.
That is a very good thing to bring. I felt terrible if I didn't bring anything. So, again, I would be like, oh, somebody already got plates. Let me just stack these on top, and I'll grab one of mine. Did you guys go around the table for Thanksgiving telling people what you were thankful for? Is that a thing?
Yeah, we've done that a few times. It's not necessarily a thing like, oh, hey, this is our tradition. We do it every year, when this person starts it off or whatever. It's one of those if somebody has the idea in the moment, oh, hey, yeah, that's a good idea. We should do that kind of thing.
Yeah. I was a part of, how was it? It might have been your house. It had to have been because it was here. It was here where we're at now, and I couldn't think of anything. Like I'm really bad on the spot of thinking of something that's genuine and nice. Like I'm just a smart aleck guy all the time, and as a parent, the kind of the safe space is like, oh, I'm thankful for my kids and all that. And I really am. But,
all three of them?
If, hey, some days are different, okay? But
okay.
What I want to say in those moments is I'm thankful for living at this point, out of all the bad choices I've made in my life. I'm thankful I'm here. And I'm sorry for everybody that has to deal with me. And but you can't say stuff like that at a table in public with people you don't know, Like I could say that in front of you, and I can say that in front of your wife, and you guys would go, oh, he's just being silly, ha, 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 okay, don't give him a plate. But,
yeah.
but,
hide the forks.
If her parents are in town, or if your folks are in town, or if my folks were in town, I couldn't say something like that because they'd be like, what's wrong with you? In my head. I don't know. So I can't.
Yeah, but you still, I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to play the game,
It is, but.
Like if I was with your family, granted, your family knows me.
That's true. Yeah, they do.
But if I was, I would be thankful for knowing a white person.
No, because then my dad would go, this guy out of here. What's wrong with him? That's too funny. And and I would be the guy that would laugh, and my parents would probably laugh because they're like, oh, we're so sorry for him. No, they wouldn't. They'd just laugh. They don't care.
You'd probably laugh and then be like, "Oh, I shouldn't have trusted that part.
It started.
I'm not thankful for that.
It started too soon.
I'm thankful for Walmart. They sell new jeans.
Hey,
Daddy needs some right about now."
speaking of Walmart, they have been out of stock for my undergarments for months now. They have not had, and I'm sure.
'Cause he's free.
No.
Oh, okay. You don't just turn him inside
I
out?
can't. I know. God, no. The smell alone would.
Good for a couple extra days when you do that.
No, I go through.
So I hear. I don't know from experience.
I go through Tide like, a blonde chick goes through boyfriends.
Ooh, yeah, I like Tide. Hey, do you know how to keep a blonde chick occupied?
Put a scratch and sniff sticker at the bottom of the pool.
I didn't say kill her. I said keep her occupied.
No.
Yeah, I'll tell you tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, do you know how blondes? Do you know how a blonde has been inside of a manual vehicle?
Do I know how she got inside?
No.
a
Do you know?
vehicle?
Do you know? Let me rephrase this joke. Do you know? How does that go? See, this part's gonna have to get in.
Yeah, you might want to.
Yeah. Do you know how a
I'm
blonde has
thankful
been?
that
No.
you don't know.
No. Listen. Now, do you know? Do you know?
Do you want to tell a good joke?
Okay,
We
bye.
want you to tell a good joke. Yes, we do. So we're going to introduce a new segment real quick because I know that you found something interesting that you'd like to talk about. So without further ado, things that make you go,
Oh. Brought to you by
the JT and Drew Show.
I got hit by a twin. Yeah. Real quick, I just found an article from a Chris Tomlin from the Houston Chronicles that,
Ooh.
I don't know, right? Says, why Texas needs to rethink beef culture. And according to him, and quote-unquote scientific research, says each pound of beef accounts for 13 pounds of CO2. He does say that if everybody was vegan and everybody drove an electric vehicle, we would have this climate change sewn shut.
So you're saying that he's saying if everybody were vegan, they drove electric vehicles, and they stopped farting.
The cows.
The cows stopped farting.
Not farting, burping.
Oh, if the cows stopped burping, then the climate change would not be an issue.
Yes.
Globally.
But, and here's his but, we're humans. We need our culture. I'm just saying we need to scale back on all of it. No.
Very, very interesting. Things that make you go,
Oh. Brought to you by
the JT and Drew Show.
I got hit by a twin.
All right, yeah, that was very interesting, JT. Thanks for the tidbit there.
Yeah, man. Just felt like I wanted to share it with the world, But here's the thing. I would really like for our listeners to chime in on that one. I really would. I want to know what people think.
Yes.
You can email us at jtandrewshow@gmail.com. Now, I know we joke around and say gmail, but gmail.com. Please. And title it Things That Make You Go, so that way we know what we're talking about. But I would like to respond back to what people have on their mind.
Hey, it facilitates the discussion, and that's what we're about here
Right.
on this show.
Whether I agree with it or not, if it all falls in the line and it makes sense, then that's what it does.
And if I don't agree with it, I can edit it out. So
Oh no!
just kidding.
I'm
just
scared, Daddy.
kidding. Daddy. Sophisticated.
Hey, sometimes I gotta use it. Sometimes I gotta use this card.
You had mentioned earlier that our show had potentially positively impacted a couple of our listeners and possibly even inspired them to start up their own show or their own discussions or
now,
forum.
hang on, now
what
wait a
have you.
minute. Now that was supposed to be top secret information. But yes, a couple of our listeners have come up to myself and were, kicking the idea around about starting their own podcast or YouTube channel. And I'm all for it because these two individuals are super funny and can literally talk your ear off about nothing. Just kind of like us, talking about nothing.
But yeah, that's very exciting, and I'm excited for them as well.
Well, man, hey, call me back when you want to do this again.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Again, I thank you for having me here on the JT show, and
Hey, man.
it's always a pleasure.
As always, we'd like to say thank you for stopping by and listening to the podcast.
Yeah, we realized that you could have been doing anything way more productive, but you chose to waste your time with us.
We look forward to talking about absolutely nothing with you next time.
If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please email us at
jtandrewshow@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/JTDrewShow.